There we go. Hey everybody. I spent so long setting up stream things. How's everyone doing? Yo, Darby. So, what I'm doing today is music too loud? Is it good? Can you hear me? I always fuck that up before I start going on. Good afternoon! Look at all these cool OBS scenes I made. Everyone's like, what's that mean? I changed the colors on the website too. Alright, turn it down a little more. That should be a good balance, right? For the volume. I hope. So, who was here last time? Because this is I'm gonna end up editing all of these live streams, I think, together to make a video. Because yeah, I like to talk to the chat a lot, so if you watch the VODs, I can get distracted easy, but if I edit it all together, we really are going through all the articles. So there's some exceptions there because I already sorted like 20 articles before I streamed the first time, but most of these that are sorted we went over last stream, and these are the ones we have left on the right side. Hi Rita, hi Miss Hughes. Welcome everybody. I spent hours making these cool stream setups. Well, I think they're cool. It's up to you guys if you think it's cool. So let's take a break from talking about the news, right? I'm sure you guys have been plenty busy with the news on Substack, so let's go back in time on the timeline again. Pull up another why won't it load? There we go. I'm streaming to 3 different services at once, so I'm lagging a lot. So this one's next. Working at Cumberland Farms at the gas station. Oh my god, it's so unreal to think I don't work there anymore. I visited there yesterday to say hi to folks. I owe them something. I mean, this is my articles like this is how I try to get them back. Basically, this article brings up the facts of how the money that the government earns from the lottery usually gets spent in advertising more lottery and paying the manufacturing process to make more lottery tickets. It doesn't actually go to help schools, help hospitals, help all these things you hear. Oh, it helps make the schools better. This is my tax. It doesn't even work like that. It almost always like goes straight back into the process of making these tickets. I can't think of a good alternative for gambling. I don't think it should be illegal, because if once you make those things illegal, gets out of control. I just think the system could actually be utilized to improve schools, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's good to end that misinformation. And while I was working there, I noticed that the low-income people seem to, well, I mean, people who make lower income in the year, they're the ones who spend the most money on scratch tickets. Not only in proportion to their income, but actually, at least in my anecdote, the data confirms that in proportion to their income, absolutely they spend more. But I feel like they just in general, you know what? Maybe it's not spend more because they have the dollar amounts. They buy more tickets. They always buy the cheaper ones. That's probably what I'm thinking. They always come in and out, in and out. So I'll probably sort this article. Whoops. This article goes into reflections. Actually, I feel like I should make a gas station one. Gas station reflections. Where is it? Did it not show up? Is it bugging on me again? Yeah, I don't see it. I hate building a website sometimes. It's fun, and then it's not fun. Where the heck is it? I thought I made one. There it is. Can I do that? Awesome. That's what I wanted. And then I can do this. I made it way better from the last video. I spent a lot of time. But bugs still show up. Oh yeah, because I'm supposed to grab from down here. I'm gonna skip over ones I know aren't. Oh, we'll go over that one. I'm gonna try to be faster this time. But that means I'm gonna be more focused. Might not look at chat as much. I'm trying to sort the ones I know aren't gonna be that interesting. No, that's still good. Okay, honestly, these are all kind of nostalgic in general. So the post-assassination battlefield analysis. I took a long break from, let's see if we can look at it. What's the last one I just sorted? Put it in here. Yeah, I took a long break in between this article and that assassination one. Because it was just really depressing, and it felt like I was watching in real time the Rust taking advantage of a tragedy. It was the chaos doctrine in the most emotional form. It didn't affect everyone the same way, but they made sure it felt chaotic for everybody. That's for sure. And they took advantage of that chaos to come up with many narratives and law changes. At the time that this came out, I was only talking about the narratives, I think. Yeah. Because they deleted all the evidence of right-wing extremism. You can add more evidence of left-wing extremism, go for it, but don't delete the... It's just crazy, so obviously for narrative. And this kind of stuff still splits us up to this day. It's good reading. But this one's dense. Yeah, I still can't believe anti-fascist is considered terrorism. I understand that maybe some people with that label are those radical left people, but it's not a real group in I need to see some receipts if it's a real group. But then the next one. Oh yeah, this was a video. We could watch some videos together, I guess. That'd be actually kind of cool, huh? I could put it on in the background too while we go. Let's see. Well, a lot of people here. Welcome everybody. Oh, let me switch the screen up so you can see it better. There you go. My bad. So as I do, we go. Boop, boop. I've been up since midnight. My sleep schedule is all backwards. So if I'm a little slow, it's probably because it's almost normal sleep time soon for me. Yeah. Oh wait, I wanted to play one before that, right? Yeah, this one, September 19th. Let's watch this one together. I'm gonna pull it up in a different window. Turn off the music. Oh, my cat's meowing. Come in, kitty. Oh, the door is kind of close. 1 second. I'll get this video going so you guys aren't bored.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome.
Oh, yeah. I was almost scared. I almost didn't start this video. I was scared to start on my own.
It's sad that political violence had to get like this, but if we can deconstruct the news over the past week or so, we can look
Come
at
on,
this
kitty.
as an example.
You hungry?
Very
Come on.
obvious example of how grievances, the
Come
things
here,
that
baby.
make us hurt, can be used by political parties and are often always
Come here, baby.
by political parties to create a narrative of control from fabricated realities. I released the article with the help of AI helping me do research because there's a lot of different websites to look through. So I want to put that disclaimer out there. To start, I think you guys have heard that they've been trying to point this as a left-wing terrorist attack.
This was 3 days, I think, after he died.
Like people like Steve Bannon, they don't even buy I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm just saying the people who are often critical of the government and are supporters of Trump usually,
Huh.
they're not buying this
Sorry, I'm messing
because
with
they know
this.
better. It's a very obvious example of a narrative being used to drive anger and support for a certain political party. Trump called him a free speech martyr, Charlie Kirk, and then the same week he's kicking out. Oh, Shane can join. That'd be awesome.
You can tell I was nervous. I still get nervous.
I think I added you.
All right. Wait, I'll do this at the same time.
What's up,
Is that
brother?
you? Yo. I know it's late, but I finally got online.
Absolutely. I saw you on. I figured I don't know. I don't know what you got going on, but I figured I'd be here. I'm sure I can help get
These
the
are
count
case
up,
studies.
Get some more people in here to see what's going
Thanks.
on, but I want to hear what you got to say.
I think what's going on with the Charlie Kirk
That's a bug.
situation, the way the media is using it, it's an obvious example of how the people with money direct grievances to create a distraction for us to simply focus on things that aren't real problems and fight each other instead of fighting upwards.
Well, not the
There's
most
also
pressing
this big
problems. It could
document.
be a
I
real
doubt you've had
problem.
time to go through it.
I saw
said
it.
that
I
wrong.
put it on my reading list, but I have not. So I figured I'd hop in here too, because I'm sure you got all that stuff in your brain. So I'm sure
Interesting.
you got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here's a crash course going on. So
That's what I like to hear.
there's three main contradictions that we can find in the narrative that's going on with how Charlie Kirk was assassinated, right? So the first one is how they want to prop up Charlie Kirk as this big free speech martyr. Exactly the way they wrote it. He was a martyr for free speech, Christian faith, and
Oh my
patriotism.
goodness.
Basically, he died because he was saying
This is
what
so buggy.
he believed in, and he really preached that this was his calling to speak his heart, and he knows he could get hurt for it. And then the same week, we're watching all these people getting fired, like Jimmy Kimmel, for speaking. So
They didn't save.
a big
Damn.
contradiction in the narrative. So, and it shows obvious control as the real intent, correct? Right.
So like basically what you're saying is like his death is being leveraged to one, sow division, but two, also like would you say though like and maybe you said this and I just didn't understand, but like would you also
There we
say
go.
that it looks to me like they're using this as an opportunity, like you said with Kimmel, to crack down on
Now
free
these
speech?
two articles came afterwards. So
More
right after I
descending
did this live
descending
stream,
opinions.
I made the some of the most popular articles I've ever written.
That goes against
Pretty interesting.
what the current administration, which I believe is very heavily billionaire.
I'm sure a lot of you have read this one,
Well, I would even
but
say,
this
like,
one
when you
actually
say
came first.
administration,
It's
I
talking
encourage you
about
to use the word
Blackstone,
regime, right? 'Cause we're not
and I'd
using
never
the
even
word
heard of
institution,
Blackstone.
right? This is not an administration.
I've heard of BlackRock,
This
not
is a
Blackstone.
regime. And like you also know how important like language is, right? So anything we can do as influencers to shift the
I hear
window
you.
of perception, I think
The
that's
regime,
important. The regime, right?
the techno-fascist regime.
Techno-fascist regime, yes, sir.
I believe it too. But that's just one contradiction. There's another one. Well, and it has to do with Tyler, the murderer. So he was. They trying to call him a left-wing terrorist, right? There's not too
I
much
started making
evidence
my
of
own
that.
images.
There's almost none, to be quite
The way
honest.
I do
There's
now.
evidence that he has somewhat of a left-wing ideology, but he hated
Sometimes
all political parties, people who come
I
out
would
and
do
stuff
just
that.
like just AI
Very
images,
interesting. That makes this
and I thought they were
important.
cool or whatever. But this is one of the first instances I did my own like edits. I put the neon under the feet,
It was from the 1990s that stated
truth bullet.
far-right activists were responsible for more political violence.
Was this before or after the shooting?
You can see I'm getting just like better at making articles and narrative.
destroy people.
I realized
And like as conservative as they
treating
come,
information
like,
as a
these are the
weapon
guys who, like, hate
is
women.
advocating for
And they also,
for
you know,
peaceful
I heard
power,
that
means
people
of
like Charlie Kirk
transferring
and Wayne
power,
had beef.
despite the imagery. Now, if you
It seems like they had beef.
don't believe in
And
have
maybe
trust that
also
the majority of
was
people will
part of
take
the
this kind of
political. I also
imagery
think with
um,
everything here,
I
it's
don't
all
think that's
responsibly
what I've got.
is debatable, because I think most people would.
We've had Discord screenshots that leaked of
And
Carlos
the chance
and
for it to
apparently
inspire
you were
people
close to him.
outweighs
To say that he has been
a
extremely
lot.
politically distant, but and the way that he described the killings to his friends was that it was just too much hate. He just had to do something.
about Kirk.
He just really didn't like Kirk. He had acceptance of transgender beliefs, but that's not necessarily he's like, so there's a difference
I
between
need to do more just like talks with people like this. It was fun. I need to hit up Shane.
person who's typing hateful things against right-wing
But yeah, Blackstone
This guy quiet.
was
He
the
wasn't saying anything.
big
He
business
said
that
himself he
ended
was
up
doing
putting
this
Toys R
stuff.
Us out of business.
That's interesting because
And
it
they're
really
also
goes to show
notorious for buying out
the just
lots
sheer
of
level like misinformation.
apartment buildings.
And like I'll have to like see like I trust that your research
With like
is
the
contrary to
strategy of buying
Yes, there's so many stories.
a lot in an area to control the prices.
But I do believe that like if it's his Discord buddies like saying
Oh yeah, and they
it
just
needs to be given credence.
kill rainforests. I think rainforests are cool. I don't know.
Because
Environment, all that.
my struggle with everything in regards
But I don't know.
Kirk is that
I even went back in these popular articles, made sure I put Living Storybook in there because that's important.
entire purpose, like he's done more for them in the last week being dead than he ever did for them alive. In terms of like forwarding what they're trying to do.
Well-
Like they're using him as a catalyst to like fire Kimmel.
That's
right?
that's a
Like, this is
fiery
so
thing to say,
massive.
but I think it's probably true.
Murdered for political reasons.
He's done a lot for
Take advantage of
Republicans, meaning the party. I'm not saying he's done anything good for people, but
Be a missed opportunity.
And it leads on
I'm gonna leave my opinion in it.
you know, you saw that this whole week, right? We started with the death of Charlie. And like I was at work, you know, when it happened and someone told me they're like, "Yo, someone just shot Charlie Kirk." And my immediate reaction was like, you know,
But yeah, then I
you know,
talked
he
about
deserves to take a bullet somewhere.
J.P.
You know,
Morgan
he's
Chase.
dead. He didn't deserve to die.
Made another cool.
I thought it was a vacuum. I was like, there's a vacuum now. There's a power vacuum.
This one was fun to make. I remember exactly where I was standing when I made this image.
And like up for forever. Like years.
I think I have two versions of it.
Always hated that male mentality. Like,
And I remember,
masculinity
yeah,
is
Yeah.
fucking
the pocket razors.
And so I was like, oh, you know, like he's radicalizing all these young men. You know, this is a problem.
All right,
And so
I'm done with that.
You know,
I want music again. Let's do. I don't know what to call these ones. I might make a whole new category for like the most evil. Oh, I'll just call it The something about the Rust. Hall of Rust, like Hall of Fame. I wonder why it doesn't work the first time I do it. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's when I press enter. What happens if I press the... Is that the bug? No, it's not showing up. What's up with that? There we go. Whoever's showing up right now, I'm just going through old articles, listening to some music. It's a little too fast paced, I bet, for you guys. I'll slow it down. I've been slowly looking at all my articles, trying to categorize them on my website. I'll show off the website again real quick. I need to do something about how long it takes to load, huh? Look at that. It takes forever. I think it might be because I'm using a lot of my internet, though. Yeah, this is my new website. I changed the colors up. It was green last time. You can see all my work in categories over here. Shadow Arc. It's not in order yet. I'm working on it. But it's an easier way to read my work all together in one place than Substack, because Substack is designed to get you distracted, and it's hard to find things that are in series. And you can even make it bigger. Whoop, get a whole direct link and share the link. It's all on my website, verticalwar.com. I made an about page. Working on it. It's not perfect yet. It's kind of like a placeholder. This about page. Shane's on here. Talk about everybody I've worked with, people who work with me now. And I list the AI personas. I try to separate my articles I've made into 3 distinct arcs. Hey, Wolverine. I'm kind of just reflecting right now. We're looking at all the old things I've done, organizing them on my website so I have a compilation of everything easy to access. I'm happy I'm doing lives too. And I feel like I'm doing this for myself because I've written so much, and I do write more revelations, important things, but it's been less about new information for me. And now I feel like I need to try to go back at everything I've uncovered so far. And make new ties and make new connections with other creators and researchers who've done similar research. So if I can compile it in a neat and organized way, it's easier for me to share with other people, other researchers, and connect with them. Thank you. I spend a lot of time on, and that's why there hasn't been as many articles from me, because when I feel it, I write it. I don't force nothing, and I'm always working. But for instance, an example, I'm always working, like the first 40, I say 40, 50 articles I made, I call myself I was at the observing stage, right? I saw the machine, I saw the rust, I saw the problem. Corporate capture, bipartisan consensus, extracting the working class. media amplifying the distraction, and I was using their vocabulary still. It was before the pocket razor, before the truth bullet, before I really wanted to say vertical war all the damn time. Constructive miracle, all that. I was a guy trying to wake people up with standard tools. But after that, we're at this part right now, phase 2, the auditor. I stopped explaining and then I started dissecting. I built the sovereign lexicon. I really did. We're getting to that soon. I wrote a whole article trying to define a whole new vocabulary to talk about the vertical war. And I made new tools like truth bullets, pocket razors. For instance, there's the pocket razors, and everybody knows this article. It's the first one that came in. Pocket razors are short facts that you can treat like a blade to slice down the lies. Has anybody heard of Hitchens razor? Christopher Hitchens? That's where the idea comes from. What can be asserted without evidence can also be dismissed without evidence. And I just put my own spin on it. Instead of just calling it a Hitchens razor, it's a pocket razor. And then phase 3 was oh gosh. This really does say right. I didn't want to say it verbatim, but it's when I realized we're gonna have to do something different. Something that only happens like once a century. We've got to tell a new story. Like the black rights movement, the women's rights movement. It happens all over the world, sometimes for the worse. But often for the best, when the people all just stand up and they say, "You think you writing this story? Think again." And I take that literally. I don't want to talk about any kind of I don't know. I want to inspire people to think of their own ideas. I don't want everybody to look to me for answers. I want to inspire thinking in the sense that we write the story. And that's what the Living Story book ends up becoming. Anyway. After those 2 articles, I remember I was writing about allies. I remember Shane had just gotten fired from his job. So I wanted to boost him a little bit, even though he was bigger than me at the time, I think. Doesn't matter. The point was, I wanted to remind people about the people who are out there actively trying to spread information in terms of vertically aligned truth-telling. The way he talks about big business and private security and bipartisan consensus, he gets it. So I was trying to boost the fact that if you want to see fruits of your labor, give it to if you got money to give and want to help people who do a good job at what they do. I guess it was kind of about me too, but I'm talking about Shane. That's all it was. I guess it was the first time I realized that money is, because I was still working at the gas station. Money is freedom to do these things. If you don't got any money enough to survive, you got to do 2 jobs, and then you can't even have a chance to do these things, right? It's like something clicked that day, so I wanted to write about it. And then I made a follow-up because I forget why I made a follow. Oh yeah, because Jimmy can't. At this point, I remember I was trying to follow news trends a little bit. I stopped doing that as much. I don't know what I want to call these. Oh, this song's a little crazy, huh? Let's play something softer. Yeah, I don't know what I want to call these. Huh. I got a lot of bugs fixed. I guess I'll call those anchors. No, one's actionable, one's an anchor. I get it. Oh, I see. These save buttons are broken too. Welcome everybody. Oh, come on. It's like it works sometimes. Okay, that said it worked. Let's see. I think that should work. Hell yeah. All right, we're getting to my my series now. This was the first like big series I ever made, and it was about the shutdown and how it was gonna make it easier for Trump to do whatever he wants, firing all the bureaucracy, and how it sets us up for easier private security measures. Well, easier justification. I remember it was one of the first times my Republican subscribers got a little upset with me. I think I had a subtitle for that. Yeah, I did, like, this was one of the first series where I did really good language. Damn, I'm impressed. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. Shattered Shield of the Republic. I was looking for some inspiration. Because Shattered Shield's a bit too vague. Should I put the month too? No, I'll just make sure they're in order. Of course. Yeah, too far. What the heck? Oh, I have to press that. Oh, Iron Cage was about the purge. That's right. We'll read these ones next. Let's see. Yeah, my bad, guys. I hear you, Marsha. That kind of stuff ain't gonna move normal Americans, though. We gotta find those loose threads that are in the obvious media narratives. They're too caught up. That's why Epstein is such a gift, but it's not enough. I don't know enough about the families like that because I'm under the perspective that this is a problem for the world no matter who has the money. So like, you know, you just get rid of one and replace it with another. So to me, it's an ideology that's the enemy. And that's why it's kind of easier for me to maybe talk to normal people about it. Let's turn that down. Because, yeah, once you start talking about how it's all these families and lineages and this geopolitics becomes like I don't know, like it doesn't sound as real. I'm not even sure if I believe it, but it's besides the point, right? I know money moves it. And the only way we can control it is through convergence as a working class, no matter what. So yeah, let's read the Iron Cage right here. This is pretty much Shattered Shield Part 2, now that I think about it. I kind of want to put a heading to organize these two. Because this was the government shutdown. I just remembered. Well, how far apart was that from this? Only a week. I guess I could call it the The shield and cage government shutdown. That works. I don't know why that bugs. So weird. Hell yeah. I did those truth bolts and pocket razors so much. I need to bring them back. That was a short one. So I'm realizing that a lot of these older ones, I don't even think I'm halfway through. I might be, but a lot of these older ones, I don't have the sources, but I know I have sources in research papers. I'm gonna be uploading them later. This is a case study. Oh, actually, these are the early ones. Nah, I think I'll still put it there. I don't know what to do about that one. That's a reflection, I think. It's another video. Old video with Shane. Huh, where did I put? I think I put in case study by accident. No, where is it? The heck? Oh, gas station reflections. Now imagine I do a live stream like this, but with all my research papers. I actually pulled them all up. It's all these. These are all research papers. Every single one. I think there's almost 300. If anybody wants access, let me know. Stuck on saving again. Yep, didn't go in. That's crazy. So many bugs on this website. Oh my god, my JP Morgan, rather my Jamie Dimon breakdown. Oh god. I went ham on him. I should honestly rename these Jamie Jamie Dimon Part 1, Jamie Dimon Part 2, Jamie Dimon Part 3. But they're going in the Hall of Rust. Hall of Rust! That looks cool. Oh no, I wasn't recording. How much disk space do I have? Huh. So I'm having fun messing with the way things are looking on the stream. If I do this, I go boom, boom. That looks cool. All right, back to focus. I feel like this shouldn't be here. What the fuck? I need to add images to the website. Up here it should be an image, should be cooler. Welcome, Abraham. We're kind of just chilling out because my website keeps bugging, so it's slow rolling. I just want to organize this crap. Whoops. For anyone just joining us, I'm trying to organize my website, verticalwar.com. I'm trying to make it an organized spot to read all my work and understand what I'm about. It'd make it easier for me to network and for me to reflect and share things. It has its own like Substack reader. I've switched everything over. It's all on my database. And I'm putting it in neat little categories. Official series. And whatnot. Small information from early. This is the early stuff. I don't work at the gas station anymore, so that's where these ones go to. See, I need to move this one up. This one will go up to lexicon. The heck? It rejected that. Stupid bug. And it's stuck on the saving. Oh, it's alright, Wolverine. Thanks for hanging out. It's just a slow stream. I figured I knew this was gonna take a long time and I need to live stream more. I'll do some more engaging live streams eventually. But this is getting my feet wet. Hope your meetings go good. I don't know why this won't work. Maybe I gotta do it one at a time. That worked. Yeah, okay. Or at least it said it worked. Hell yeah. I'll pull up these articles. We can look at them. Because this is another series. I'll say it's probably the first series in the core Vertical War arcs. Basically, it was an attempt to make a editorial that was heavy with research. So lots of institutional data. But the editorial perspective was, or rather thesis from a research perspective, was that the way our economy is working in the United States and the way wealth disparity is going, it seems like a bona fide extraction. And I try to, instead of being boring about it and calling it a systemic attack from the inside to take money, I called it the war on our future. And I focused on the parts love, childhood, and learned helplessness, because hope is part of the future too. So like I talk about how hard it is to get married, how expensive it is to get a home, debt, so many things. Oh yeah, I was always trying to shove Citizens United into every article back then. But I've learned that a lot of people know about it, and it still won't change. This one, so that last one was focused on like holding a relationship. Actually, I remember there being a specific line that I thought was really good. I don't know why. Our ability to form stable, loving families is under direct, systemic economic assault. Productivity went up. Your paycheck didn't. Where did the money go? They call it family values while making families financially impossible. Your vote is debated. Their dollars decide. The fight for a commonwealth of producers begins here. Now, part 2, focus on education. They manufactured the crisis narrative by cooking the books. They claim spending doubled with no results. Oh yeah, the fact so many people just want to end public education. Yeah, the local property tax scam. The poorest districts spend 56% less per pupil than the richest, leading to fewer qualified teachers, larger classes, and worse materials. School choice, vouchers, charters is not grassroots. It's a billionaire-funded campaign to drain public funds. Multiple studies show vouchers have minimal or negative impacts on student achievement and increase segregation. School choice is often just a subsidy for the rich and a way to abandon public schools. Oh yeah, and critical race theory panic. A record amount of books, huh? That's too many book bans, man. I guess it's just in schools, but still. It's not like they're banned from society. Right? I'm assuming. Yeah. Still, it sucks. Oh, whoops. Wrong page. Oh, yeah. We have one more to look at. I already stepped off it, huh? Come on. Yep. Conflict sells, baby. Drama, outrage, and high stakes drive ratings. Resolution does not. Academic research confirms media overwhelmingly focuses on conflict escalation, neglecting stories of resolution because it is always easier to what does foment? Foment conflict. I don't even know what that means. I think I can assume what it means, but damn. Eye-opening shit. What's up, pirate? Hey, my first AI article. That's a case study. See, what the heck? It didn't save. Anyone new joining? I'm just organizing my website while also reading articles in between. I've skipped a couple, but it's because I know which ones are worth mentioning. Talked about most of them. It's my first AI article. I got to make a new, honestly, a whole new heading, I think. I gotta read that article now. Let's see where category. Because this is where I talk about the build. Yeah. Trinity Core. How I make it. I gotta call it something different from just that. I gotta make it clearly. No. I want it to be like the positive AI category because I talk a lot about bad about AI too. But like, so I want to separate. Very curious. There's lots of ways I can. I'm spending time on this because there's lots of ways I can call it. Maybe I'll just call it common sense AI. And make it even more clear how we built. There we go. I like that. It didn't change though. So many bugs. Wait. I like that, yeah, okay. Hey, where'd it go? I got lost. There it is. Then how do I want to call the ones for the bad? Oh, I know. And it didn't make a new one. Boop. I'm honestly gonna add this to the War for Our Future. We'll take a look at that one. It's a good one. Welcome everyone new. We're just going through my old stuff as I organize it on my website. Yeah, this definitely belongs in the War for Our Future series. This article got pretty popular on Substack. Oh, Anthony just posted a couple hours ago. I missed that. I have to read that after. Yeah, I did pretty good. Oh, whoops. Nah, I should be more specific. This is a... This is a very dense research guide. It's like a guide. What kind of guide do I want to call it? Oh, duh, this is actionable. I already have a category. Oh, come on. Another case study. Is this a case study? I don't... I'm gonna look up the definition of case study. Just. Yeah, okay, it is a case study. More ambiguous than I thought. And it won't save. Oh, we're getting to some fun ones. My boss's bonus is why we use a nasty sponge. That one, I love that. It didn't get a lot of clicks, but I liked that article. Let's see how the homepage looks. It's coming together. I gotta move these though. Oh yeah, this is its own series. I'll leave those. I feel like I need a new category. This is what I use AI for usually. I can't think of something I'd ask it. Like, what's a good word for things that you can use to improve your situation? Because the anchors and actionable totally fit under one umbrella of here's what you should read if you want to learn something that you can actually practice. I think I'll call it like, I'll call it escape the prison. I'll just do that for now. Stuff that helps you overcome. You know, I'll just call it overcome and take action. I like that. And it didn't work. Where is it? Didn't work. Actually, ooh. Take control. This thing's so buggy. Fuck. Did that work? Cool. And this is the living storybook time, baby. I don't even like this song. This song is weird. There it is. What a weird album. Why did it only take one? Huh. Struggling. It didn't take either. There we go. I forget what article that is. We'll check that one out after these ones. Okay, let's see. Oops, just go ahead. I don't recommend reading this article unless you're looking for something really depressing. But it was shocking to write this one. And then this one is like a freaking movie, but it's real. How the state, the mob, and the media united to destroy one YouTuber. This is a good one if you haven't read it. Oh, come on. My appendectomy, when I wrote about that. Oh God, that was crazy. That's when I started to get popular too, because I got time off of work, so I finally got to focus on writing, and then it popped off from there. That's not what I wanted to go there. Where's the anchor? There. And then we get to my first Epstein series. Finally. So we've gone through almost half the articles, and now I'm finally talking about Epstein in a whole series. Actually, I don't even gotta write that. They're just hidden. They're hidden if you're not paid anyway. So I gotta make a new. Did I give this series a name? Yeah, this one. Come on, internet. There you go. I didn't have an official name for the first Epstein series. I don't know what to call it. Maybe just the first Epstein series. Because it was. It'll have to do for now. And it didn't make one. It's called the Epstein Network, I guess. Why won't it make it? Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Oh, I have these backwards. Shit. Oh my god. This is supposed to go here. And this is supposed to go here. Okay. I think that's all of them. I don't know where to put this one. It's my favorite article I ever made. Hi, Magic Micah. I'm organizing my website so that I have all my articles in one spot for everybody to read, and it's hard to explain. Since this is my job now, it's just nice to have a place where I can show people, hey, this is what I do. Because I need to work with more people. Show them I'm serious, whatnot. But yeah, the collapse of shared reality is one of my best articles, I think, like in terms of actually putting together public information to create new theses and help prove them with from new angles rather that people hadn't necessarily dove into yet. Then get to it. My folders are a huge mess. So I was saying I have to do this with my research papers too, which there's like more than double as many research papers as articles. I'll show you. These are all research papers. And they're all fat. I'll just pick one randomly. The industrialization of loneliness and the economics of perpetual search. I don't even think I used this one in an article, but I just look up a lot of topics. Age-based price discrimination. What the fuck, really? Let's see. I didn't have to use this one for an article, so I didn't notice. What the heck? So you can only get Tinder Plus if you're older, if you spend twice as much money? I didn't even realize that. What the fuck? But yeah, I gotta organize these and upload them too. I'll call it foundational. Come on. How long have I been streaming? I have no idea. Wait, really? I think it's a duplicate. I need a way to delete them. I have no way to delete it. Hmm. I swear I had 9 episodes of War on Illusion. What's up with that? No, there were 8. That's right. Okay. And now I gotta make sections for Rabbit and Fire Tongue. This might be a good spot to stop. Oh, what's up, hippy dippy Shelly? I think I'm gonna take a break. I've been sitting my butt here for like 2 hours. Blah blah blah. Wicked close to done though. Wicked close to done. Makes me happy. I'm sure it's all in the right order. Yeah, I thought so. Welcome everybody. I'm probably gonna take a break soon. I think I'll finish today though. I'll come back on tonight. I said that last time and I didn't do it, but I'll try again. I've been on for 2 hours. If you missed it, you can watch on YouTube. Not a lot of people talking in chat today, so it might be a little more boring. Just me talking to myself and being quiet sometimes. Welcome, welcome. Do I have 2 of these? Oh, this doesn't belong in there. That's why. Oh, it didn't keep it, huh? Oh, there it is. Bye-bye. Yeah, hopefully more people will be chatting when I come back on, so I can have more stimulation. But I'm gonna tune out for now. My butt hurts. This is gonna need a part 3 though. That's for sure. All right. Ethan out.